Día 11 es home for the holidays. Y hola, ¿cómo están? Y soy Lobo Loud. Bienvenidos a Thumbs Film. Y hoy, let's talk about this Mary Poppins Returns. So today I'm going to talk about Mary Poppins Returns. Let's get started. One of the things having most people of our nanny school called Mary Poppins. The only thing how review one of many viewers since we are next people of our channel. So Mary Poppins Returns is the only thing about this episode. But those have you seen who arrived. About this episode you should know. What if I saw that coming? Because they also happens the show. One of a kinds makes something is. So for that, let me show you something about this episode. Let's get on to this episode. Well, Mary Poppins is a nanny who does people has come home. When they also happens, they actually perform I just clean up his mess. I clean up his graffiti or something up that. For example, you should know what if you gotta see the episodes one of us seen. Many of viewers since we are channel in if you just have. The only thing who makes me people one of a kind stuff. This morning who can see this episode? Well, actually exactly. The only thing who people who may deal with this. Mary Poppins has a performance that was not exist. Even with just not exist how you just have to see so episodes. The sweetest people of just episode. Any use of time. If you want to see it. Mary Poppins has a drawing, if you have the animation, who makes it a 2D or 3D makes it. Everything had to walk into the cartoons, walk and jump in as 2D or 3D animations, or simply people who makes me detour. I decided with my mind. But those have you seen who, such as people came to invite something. What is a secret of Sadocious? Most of the time, who actually it is performing is usually, as usual. Simply truth about this Mary Poppins Returns. Actually, it is also me this happened. For those of you in this episode, since we are visiting Have You Been, and also what it means, since we have this happened, 90210. But those have your examples. What if you only things have you something kind of people, but they also happens to me. Reach. Most of the time, I actually have animation people had to be their own thing. What of a kind, and a sports team at a carnival since your people. May I just have a performance? When it rained, because it's drawing rains because it makes is ruined. About this episode, seems to be episodes about now. About time, but those have you seen, so one of the amazing things how to be complimentary episodes about this channel. Well, I made a mistake, even though it just not exist, so I detail videos to our performance. One of a kind says we are best details of my channel. Another episode says we are people who makes me the only things one of a kind says we are sexually a performance how to be a Mary Poppins Return. For example, most of your episodes about the Mary Poppins Returns, the only thing how to be only ones. So, the nanniest Mary Poppins who makes me feel so fast. who I decided with my mind over for this episode. The only things how do you should know whenever you're gonna see an episode about the Mary Poppins Returns. But those have you seen as one of a kind as we are performing. Mary Poppins Returns has the only thing about this movie. But those have you seems how to be episodes have joined Mary Poppins. One of a kind as we are just I think so. He's your favorite. So Mary Poppins has a perfect nanny. His performance is the only thing for this episode. For those of you, one of a kind since every performance happens to see the just have movies about it usually. One of the many viewers performance. None of us is the only thing that just happened. Even though we just not have exist. So for that I expected when I just have seen. For such a dose, and anything I have expected. So I just happened in the performance does not exist. Does not exist. So you would notice, and what if you just have seen and maybe have seen a performance about the Mary Poppins Returns? Alright, thank you for joining us. I seen the performance. Just have join us. The people leaves Mary Poppins by the end of people who've seen it. Whoever it is, why not exactly whoever it is? What could happen? I will thank you for watching this episode about Thugs on Film, and see Mary Poppins Returns in theaters December 19th. Subscribe to my channel, like this video, and tell us in the comments below and let us know. And join us how to be episodes, how do you use it about this episode, about this home for the holidays. Well, stay fly, hasta la próxima, yo soy Lobo Loud y adiós.